Greetings and welcome to Stock Investment Analysis. I previously created a video comparing investments in Pepsi to Coca Cola. If you haven't seen it already, please check it out. My fellow investor, Darth Dividend, suggested we create dueling videos in a battle of the brands. In my video today, I will tell you 4 reasons Pepsi is a better investment in about 5 minutes. If you want to hear why Coca Cola is a better investment, check out Darth Dividend's video on his channel. Make sure you subscribe to both our channels. Watch this video to the end because I have a poll for you to vote on whether you believe Pepsi or Coca Cola is the better investment. Let's get started. Reason number 1 is growth. Over the past 20 years, Pepsi has grown its earnings at 7.06% per year. Coca Cola, by comparison, has only grown earnings by 5.23%. I am a dividend investor, and for that reason, I always want to consider how much money I would make if I was also receiving and reinvesting dividends. Given both companies pay a dividend, what if we consider how much money we would make with the reinvestment of dividends? An investment of $10,000 in both companies in 1986 places Pepsi well ahead of Coca Cola. Our $10,000 with Pepsi would become $729,000. The $10,000 in Coca Cola would become $571,580. While past returns do not guarantee future returns, it establishes a pattern and it's worth careful consideration. Pepsi's returns are clearly better. Reason number 2, diversification. Pepsi wins by a huge margin for diversification. Let's take a look at revenue from 2019. Coca-Cola had 42% of the market share for soft drinks, significantly beating Pepsi's 31% of the market. However, Pepsi's annual revenue was $57.8 billion, whereas Coca-Cola's annual revenue was only $35.2 billion. If you look at the bottom, Pepsi only spent half as much on advertising to achieve this win. How is this possible? It goes back to the diversification of products. This is a breakdown of Pepsi's revenue from 2013. Snacks like Cheetos and Tostitos made up 52% of revenue. Beverages were only 48%. Having that diversification means that, even if Coca-Cola wins in soft drinks, Pepsi can still win in overall sales because more than half of their sales are not drinks. Think about this for a moment. What snacks do you enjoy eating with your Coca-Cola? It is possible you are eating Pepsi's food while you drink Coca-Cola's drinks. Pepsi still manages a partial win. Let's compare their businesses in 2017. On the left, you see the stats for Pepsi. Revenue at the bottom for Pepsi was $63 billion compared to Coca-Cola's $35 billion. Net income was 4 times more for Pepsi than for Coca-Cola. 4% of the revenue came from Quaker Foods and 25% came from Frito-Lay. I see the snack food opportunities as a big positive for Pepsi, and it has helped them grow faster than Coca-Cola. I see that as a point for Pepsi over Coca-Cola. Reason number 3, dividends. Pepsi wins again for dividends. How do their dividend payments compare if you'd invested $10,000 in each in 1986? This chart shows that, in terms of how much money you would be receiving in dividends, Coca-Cola would have paid you more every single year up until 2018. From 2018 until the present in 2020, Pepsi would have paid you more per year even though Coca-Cola has a higher dividend yield currently. You savvy investors may be wondering how Pepsi could be paying you more than Coca-Cola when Coca-Cola has the higher yield. The reason is because of the dividend growth. Pepsi has been growing its dividend faster than Coca-Cola, like the share price has been increasing faster than Coca-Cola's. Therefore, even though Coca-Cola has the higher yield, if you invested in 1986, you would be making more money in dividends from Pepsi. Take a look at these charts from Fast Graphs. With dividends reinvested, Coca-Cola underperformed the S&P 500 for the last 20 years, returning 4.8% per year compared to 5.8%. $10,000 in the S&P 20 years ago would now be worth almost $30,000. $10,000 in Coca-Cola would now be worth around $25,000. The dividend growth rate was about 8.5% for Coca-Cola. Pepsi, on the other hand, returned 8.2% per year and had a dividend growth rate of almost 11%. 20 years of investment would have returned your $10,000 into over $46,000. So, to summarize past performance, Pepsi would have made you far more money than Coca-Cola. That's another win for Pepsi. Reason number 4, health. A risk to consider to both companies relates to health. People are becoming more health conscious and are aware that soft drinks and snacks are often unhealthy. Both companies have been criticized for the negative health effects of their products, as you can see in this artist's interpretation of the Coca-Cola logo. In response, Pepsi has already been making the transition to healthier options. For example, Pepsi's healthier food options increased from 38% to 50% of their portfolio between 2006 and 2017. Take a look at this. On the left of this image, you see what are considered fun for you Pepsi products like Lay's, Cheetos, and Doritos. In other words, these are unhealthy. If you didn't know that already, I'm sorry I had to be the one to break it to you. In the middle, they have better for you options like Sun Chips or baked Lay's. Finally, in the good for you section, they have products that they consider healthy like Aquafina water, Sabra hummus, Naked Juice, and Quaker Oats. I believe Pepsi's move towards healthy or healthier appearing products will help them in the future. Please take a moment to answer the poll at the top right of the screen. Choose which you believe is the best investment, Pepsi or Coca Cola. In conclusion, I think Pepsi is the better investment. Although I like both companies, Pepsi has superior dividend growth, earnings and share price growth, diversification across products, and a brighter future given where I believe their healthier snack products can take them. Don't forget to subscribe to both of our channels because we will be creating new videos for you every week. As always, good luck with your investing.